have taken over the hallowed ground between the hedges, and you know the dogs are ready to bite. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Houston Cougars, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Handoff to the single back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Finds his man. It's Akbar. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On the run, it's Kendricks. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure. He knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a first down. Well done.
Caught in the backfield. It's Kendricks. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. The give to the left. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Kendricks. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Now, if you want to run the ball in the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Quick completion on the out route. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Pressure coming. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up, early down play for this QB.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On the option. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. He wants to throw it. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it, and I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, fourth and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch, huge job and huge execution on fourth down.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll operate out of split backs. Handoff from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Rides the back on the option to give. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And some room to work. Guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
And the Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick release by the QB. And he's brought down after a nice game.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Off the RPO, complete. After 40, there he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here.
Let's go, let's go.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Looking to throw for it. Oh, they're after him. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to the ground game on the left. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with third and 4.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Cougars come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Takes it from the gun on third down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with the clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Wants to return it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. This is a designed run. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
To the ground with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition of the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
Zings it complete to the right. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Georgia going back to work with another first down.
Here we go, here we go.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, the ground game. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man on the right. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. The Dogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Fighting off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. Touchdown, Dogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm, but this passing game can continue to heat up. And look out in the second half.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Needed to get rid of that football, but just couldn't turn it loose. The defense got to it.
When you're a defense, you want to get that guy on the move, get him uncomfortable. Nice job getting the quarterback outside the pocket and not letting him throw it away. Getting to him, getting him on the ground, creating a negative play.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to sling it on second down. That's it, fly. That's caught. It's Kendricks. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. To the air on first down. There's the pressure. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. This offense tried to go right back to the well, or right back to the air, and the defense was ready this time.
And a great response from the defense. You give up a big play, a huge chunk play that you didn't want to give up. Don't hang your head. Now play the next play. Played it aggressively, went and got the sack. Way to respond.
Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now. And you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Got a man. It's Akbar. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. They'll run play action. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to fire to the left. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. The defense gets the big stop.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes a grab on the shot. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Just about set to start the 2nd half. Houston will kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. This breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. Crosses the 45 out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Creates a little room. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gets it on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll ride the hot hand. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He's got him in the flat. There he goes. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, Georgia! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left, receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on them, running their feet. That's not their first priority. I know they're going to catch the ball more than they're going to block. Nice job blocking on that toss.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll give it to him again. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. The running back has it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Dogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the tailback. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got a little space. Hard running there. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
Hey, 27.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. On the move. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
They could make this a 2-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to surge it in. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. With the catch, it's Akbar. Gave them a little room to work with before going out of bounds at the 10.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. To the air on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Akbar. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Finds his man. It's Kendricks. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to put the field position with the return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and fires complete. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's caught downfield. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Just keep slinging it. And the timing just a hair off.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a 1st down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll get rid of it. Got his man to the left. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
The Cougars started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Give up some yardage. They've given up some plays. No big deal. Got right back in.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Baltimore, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They want that clock to run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example.